What's up, guys? The Truth Be Told 92 here, and today's hot topic is a shout out to Jmillerspeaksout. He made a video a couple of days ago. He made two parts, part 1 and part 2, of the black YouTube community basically are hypocrites, and they're just contradicting themselves all day. And I just want to give a huge shout out to Jmillerspeaksout. He gave me a couple of shout outs in his part 1 and part 2, him explaining how he felt about the black YouTube community, and I just want to say I completely co-sign with you, and I appreciate you giving me a shout out. So big shout out to Jmillerspeaksout. He has a YouTube channel on here. I'll leave a link to his YouTube channel in the description box below. Check it out. What I want to say is I fully agree. Okay, notice how, first of all, a lot of black people on YouTube are bitter. A lot of black people in reality, in the world, are bitter. I feel like, we sit up here and we talk about how we want to have peace, equality, and, freedom, but at the same time, we contradict ourselves. What I don't understand is, number one, how are you going to sit up and talk about brotherhood, sisterhood, yet all you see on YouTube is black women bashing black men, or black men bashing black women? And quite frankly, you see more black men bashing black women than you see black women bashing black men, because a lot of the black women on YouTube are not even talking about the so-called black gender war. They're talking about the natural hair movement. They're talking about, TV shows and whatnot, and clothes and makeup. They're not even talking about this so-called black gender war. So the women aren't even really involved. Now it's just black men complaining about black women all day, yet we want brotherhood and sisterhood. Then you got black YouTubers who basically fight amongst each other. You've got black YouTubers, I'm not going to name them because I'm quite sure you know who I'm talking about. I would call them a part. The sad part is the two black YouTubers I'm talking about are a part of the so-called black gender war, where all they do is bash black women 24/7. However, even though they're so alike and they talk about the same stuff, even they are arguing with each other. They're sitting up here, they're two big black male YouTubers on here who basically complain about black women all day on all their videos. They're arguing amongst each other. They're sending their trolls to flag each other's videos. That's ridiculous. Y'all talking about the same thing, so why are y'all hating on each other or disliking each other? Okay? Then you got the so-called black conscious community on YouTube who loves to sit up. Now, I'm not going to say everybody that's black and on YouTube is not bitter, and everybody that's black in the world is not bitter. However, let's get it straight. There are a lot of black YouTubers who are bitter. There are a lot of black people who are bitter. Men and women, okay? But anyways, you got the so-called black conscious community who they're supposed to be talking about be proud to be black and, be proud to have African ancestry, yet they're just as racist, if not more racist, than the so-called neo-Nazis and the Ku Klux Klan and the white supremacy. It's just ridiculous. You sitting up here complaining about white folks being racist, but you're racist. Where's the logic in that? And then you got all these blacks who will sit up and say, well, black people can't really be racist because we don't have any true power in this society, in this country, in this world. Now, there's truths and falsehoods with that. First of all, if you do look at the breakdown of the definition of racism, it is prejudice plus power equals racism, which is true. Listen to what I said. Prejudice plus power equals racism. So, okay, we don't have the power part, but guess what? You are prejudiced, so it doesn't matter. You still prejudice and have biased opinions against people, and a lot of you so-called black brotherhood, sisterhood, conscious community, y'all get on here and y'all talk about how white people are the devil and everything else. So it's like, you have racist, prejudiced views against other races of people. A lot of you black people on here are misogynist. You hate women. It shows, okay? You always got something negative to say about women. It's just a lot of you black people are homophobic. You're homophobic to the key. You don't like gay people. You hate gay people. You say rude things about gay people. You say rude things about women. You say rude things about other races, ethnicities, other religions. And then you got the Christian community that's within the black community who are very hypocritical as well. Because my thing is this, You getting on a woman about wanting to have some power and control in her own life, or you're getting on a gay person because they're supposedly committing sins, yet you got 5-6 baby mamas, 5-6 baby daddies. Aren't you supposed to be married? You shouldn't be having kids out of wedlock either. So why are you trying to say she's committing a sin because she wants to have control over her body, or he or she's committing a sin because they want to be with the same sex? Exactly. A lot of black folks on YouTube are extremely hypocritical, and I love that Jmillerspeaksout made that video because it's the truth. You know, y'all get mad, and like you said, y'all don't want to have a mirror held up to the black community. Y'all want to sit up and point the finger at everybody else and talk about what everybody else is doing, but what are you doing that is so amazing? What are you doing that's not right? You know, let's get it together. Instead of worrying about what the next person is doing, worry about what you need to be doing, okay? Big shout out to Jmillerspeaksout. I appreciate the shout out, sir. I appreciate the video. You spoke nothing but the truth. And everyone who has followed me throughout the times on YouTube, no, this is my second YouTube, well, actually third YouTube channel, but this is my second YouTube channel, you know, because they flagged my previous YouTube channel. So I know what it feels like to be hated on by the so-called black community on YouTube.